Oh, con. Look like we in the clip.
All right. We live, brother.
All right, con.
All right. Shalom, Yasharala. We're going to start out by
Shalom.
giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Hashem,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Yahushua, by
Shai,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Harakatadah.
Harakatadah.
We're also going to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, who worthy their double honors, and salutation to our fellow laborers in Amashiach Yahushua, pushing his beloved truth across the four winds in this final hour. Shalom, one of you brothers.
Con, shalom.
All right. On this clip, man, we're going to go in about this beast in this final hour, pushing this Sodom and Gomorrah agenda. All right. It's just all the way out in your face. And this devil, he's not even being deceptive with the things that he doing anymore. He's just coming right at you. He's not even rolling in the spirit of the true meaning of devil trying to deceive. He's telling you straight up, we want this world, we want to globalize this world and have it on the vibration of all the way Sodom and Gomorrah, 100%. All right, and we're going to show through what's going on in Washington, what's going on in the world news with Uganda. Uganda is totally against it. The president of Uganda, he has some integrity, and he say he's not rolling with that shit. He say he don't care if you take away your aid. He told America gives Uganda $400 million a year in aid. He told them, look, we don't need that shit. He say Uganda is rich in resources, and he say we good on our own. He say we are not dealing with your legislation. Then he has a new bill he's trying to push that you could get men of Sodom get put to death and incarcerated for practicing in their country, man. All right. So when it comes to that topic, Uganda has a lot of integrity. All right. And we're gonna play this clip to show you how the beast, all right, which is pushed through Americans' media outlets, that philosophy that is pushed through all of these media outlets who these corporate 1949ers own, how they're at enmity with Uganda and they're mad, all right? And it said anybody that didn't want to worship the beast or submit to the beast, they were put to death. And let's see how they're talking about the things they want to do with Uganda. And you can play that first. If you got anything to say it, brother, or play the clip.
All right, I just let it play. I'll speak after that.
All right.
Grave concerns with the message of sexuality act yesterday. CCA is signed and enacted upon human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV/AIDS, deter tourism, and invest in Uganda and damage Uganda's international reputation. The bill is one of the most extreme anti-LGBTQI+ laws in the world. Human rights are universal. No one should be attacked, imprisoned, or killed simply because of who they are or whom they love.
This is the Parliament passing it. It still has some process to go here. We're certainly watching this real closely, and we would have to take a look at whether or not there might be repercussions that we would have to take, perhaps in an economic way, should this law actually get passed and enacted. That would be really unfortunate because so much of the economic assistance that we provide Uganda is health assistance, and largely through PEPFAR. You can see a world in which, a law like this, should it be enacted, would not only, as Carlin rightly said, just be devastating to a whole community of people inside Uganda, but if it were to have any kind of an effect on our economic assistance, that would only make that worse. So we'll have to take a look. No decisions.
All right.
I play the other one, brother.
Tax.
Look, why you
probably gonna go back to the
what you said, brother? I gotta go back and pull it up.
I said it's gonna go. Yeah, you gotta go back and put it up.
All right.
Stop sharing this one. I'm about to put the other one in the back.
All right.
So this rain gone. Right. Ready for it?
Yeah, I'm about to I got you in there, right?
Con.
All right, play it.
And his decision to load the partial anti-gay bill that imposes stiff penalties for homosexual Uganda. But even as citizens there celebrate the move, President Yoweri Museveni's government is now facing repercussions as countries that had been opposed to the law are making good their threat to cut links. Norway and Denmark have announced withdrawal of aid to Uganda, terming the move as unacceptable. Norway is now reviewing the distribution of the entire $66 million it has been sending to Uganda. But that is not all. The United States of America also announced plans to review aid to Uganda, which amounts to $400 million in a year. This country is criticizing the move by Uganda as one of a country that does not belong in the modern age.
We will continue to urge the government of Uganda to repeal this abhorrent law and to advocate for the protection of the universal human rights of LGBT persons in Uganda and around the world. What I can tell you about steps the United States might take in response is that we are undertaking a review of our relationship with Uganda in light of this decision.
But Museveni remains unperturbed.
The outsiders cannot dictate to us. This is our country, this is our society, this is our future. It is not anybody's future. The outsiders will have to live with us, or if they don't want, they take their aid and we shall. Uganda is very rich, we don't need aid. In fact, aid is part of the problem.
President Museveni's decision continues to be celebrated not just in Uganda, but in various other African states. Kenya is now pushing their legislators to follow suit.
Wabunge wetu wa Kenya wasisinzie, wampate Museveni anavyoongea.
Hey, you can turn it off, right?
Museveni-
Them Israelites don't. I don't know about that president here, Israelite, but the rest of them that's gonna speak, they don't speak English. But this guy speaks a little English, but you can barely understand what he's saying. These are Israelites, man, and their president, he could be an Israelite, but he has integrity. You could take it off if you want, bro. That's it on the clips. All right.
Okay.
And this president, he has a lot of integrity. And you heard what he said. He said, look, man, all this foreign aid, he said, look, if y'all want to take away your foreign aid because we don't want LGBTQ laws in our country, he said, take it away. He said, Uganda is a rich country. And he said, we can take care of ourselves. And he said, foreign aid is part of the problem. And then you hear the spokesperson for America, she was like, the law that the next bill that they're trying to pass, bro, is like the bill he's passing now is talking about incarcerating them, putting them to death. I'm talking about like extreme for the modern age. But what our laws say you're supposed to do with them, you see what I'm saying? And the Netherlands finance them too, and everybody that's financing them is saying, look, we're going to take away your aid. And we're going to put sanctions on you to show you that this beast is pushing that agenda aggressively and is ready to sink your whole country. It's ready to do away with your country. Because when he tell you, look, we don't need your finances, what's next? What are they going to do?
Death, assassination.
Yeah, they're going to come in with some type of coup. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. They're going to come in there with some type of coup, all right? Have some fucking Al-Qaeda or somebody coming in there to take over the country, or they just might try to assassinate him out the gate and put a puppet up in there. But he has integrity. You see what I'm saying? And this is the agenda that they're going to do throughout the planet Earth. And it's more than that, man. This devil with this new world order, all right, all countries on the planet Earth has to be Hellenized. You see what I'm saying?
Gone.
And if you don't got you got any precepts you want to bring
Yeah,
up?
I got one right there.
All right.
This Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed. And they come in the guise of law, like we had read the other day, through policy. They craft to prosper, and through peace, quote unquote, they destroy many. Right? They just sell you a dream of what's okay, but really it's just anti-Yahushai. That's what the whole agenda is about. It's really just anti-Yahushai. Any order that the Lord has set up, they're gonna go against it. Right? If Esau tell you it's up, the Lord gonna say it's down, and vice versa. Right? And it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, and that's literal. Right? He's taking away your what you call your sovereign rights. Now, he's already did that to you Americanized jigs, but now he's trying to, like the brother said, he's trying to spread it over the earth. He's going global with it. Okay, and it says to take away the right of the poor from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Well, that's what the whole agenda is about, man. They just need everything under that one umbrella so they can rob you. Right? They're gonna go in your land. They're gonna assassinate you. They're gonna demonize you, assassinate you, and take your resources. All right, and that's the global agenda that they just been getting away with for years. This would have been for years, bro.
That's right, brother. This is Revelation 13 and 15, and this is what we're literally seeing on that clip. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Talking about wrong, all right? That the image of the beast should both speak and cause many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the image of the beast is that Romano-Greco lifestyle, all right? That lawless lifestyle that is pushed through media outlets, almanacs, philosophies, schools you learn, books like psychology courses you learn in school, all right? And it say those that didn't want to submit to it, he say that they should Salaki, and those that not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't want to go in and vote for certain things, they'll kill you. If you're not subscribing to the LGBTQ philosophy, they'll kill you. If you don't want to go get that digital certificate put in you, they'll kill you. All right, but let's get away from the digital certificate. They want you to think like them. This guy don't want to think like them. His mind is not feeling the shit that they pushing. And what are they doing? They're taking away his aid, taking away their resources, saying they're gonna put sanctions on him. You see? They're going to get to the point where they're just going to start killing those that do not get down with the agenda, man. And guess what? It happened in the ancient world when the Greeks came into power. If you got a precept, bring it out. All
right, this that word image in the blue letter, the Strong's G1504, it says icon. All right, now it says Strong's definition, a likeness, literally a statue or a profile, or figuratively a representation or resemblance, an image. Like bro's going into, they want you to follow the mental, the mindset, okay, the propaganda. They want you to live like this. All right, and if you don't get with the program, they're gonna kill you. All right, that's what this is all leading. It's all leading. Like you ain't going into that, but to that digital certificate, got to bring it up. That's what this is all going. A global agenda. All right, but it start with your mind. All right, but you got it.
All right. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna get straight to the point. This is what happened in the ancient world when these devils tried to do what? Bring in that one world government. They tried to do it in the time of Nimrod in the Genesis, the 11th chapter. And the next documented place they tried to do it was when the Greeks came into power. And this is what happened when the Greeks came into power, the so-called white man. All right, this first Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils was multiplied in the earth. You see, and that's the evil that they're trying to multiply in the earth. They're trying to Sodom and Gomorrah the whole nation. Okay? We can't really say LGBTQ. No, I didn't say the whole nation. Globalize it. Globally. The whole earth. All right? That's what they want to do. They want to LGBTQ the whole earth. Okay? Have everybody out rocking out to that beast vibration, which is lawlessness and in the vibration of just abominations upon abominations. Everything that's against righteousness. Okay. Now let's see what happened in the ancient world. Okay. Let me get down to the point. Bear with me. It's down at 40 something. Here we go. Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote, Antiochus, tomato, wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. All right. You see, that's what it's all about. Everybody got to be thinking on that 666 vibration. All right. A vibration of death and abominations.
I say
Okay,
degeneracy. Going to that word
yeah,
degeneracy.
degeneracy. All right?
Like, it
Con,
literally means
brother.
anti-life, to go against
Yeah,
life.
Con, brother. All right, and everyone should leave his laws. You see, they're trying to get the president of Uganda to leave his laws, to stop pushing what they've been living like for hundreds and hundreds of years. You see, there's nothing new under the sun. All right, they've been trying to get this since the beginning. Okay, and that everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king and according to prophecy. All right, this guy here, even if they got to get him out of Dodge, he's going to do the same thing. They're going to eventually conform. All right, if the beast got to come down with great wrath, the planet Earth is going to submit to this devil's enterprise he's trying to push. Okay, all right, and let me skip down to the and yes, and many also of the Israelites consented to this religion and sacrificed to idols and profaned the Shabbat. All right, and a lot of our people right now, you got people that I grew up with in the 80s and 90s that was totally against the LGBTQ shit. When you talk to them now in these modern times, they tolerate it. Oh, they got the right to be miserable like everybody else. Long as they don't come around me with it, it's cool. Let them do them. Nah. In the 80s and the 90s, hey, they couldn't be around us. We didn't think they should be intaking oxygen.
God.
All right? So that shows you when this beast pushes that vibration, people are going to worship it. When you get to the point in your mind where you're ready to tolerate it, you're dealing with the beast. The beast has got you. All right? Let me get straight to the point. All right? And
I'm just backing you up and shit. You already know how my generation coming. The average, it's real shit. The average man you run into from my age group, the 20s, mid 20s, let's say even early 30s, man. They all, I say they work on both sides of the fence. That's a common thing now. You on these dating apps, you dealing with these women. These women be dealing with men, women, all right, and probably possibly other things, huh? All right, real talk. The same thing going for the men. These young men, they be out here.
Salakia, brother, and that's pushed through what? This LGBTQ is pushed through hip hop. You see, now it's the new thing for a woman to go both ways and men to be metrosexual, walking around in purses and shit. You see, that's that beast agenda, and they got it. Looking at these media outlets, the NBA players, when they come into the game, they got on purses, tight ass jeans, just looking like weirdos. All right, and then when you look in hip hop, all the girls she's uncool if she not going both ways, talking about having a threesome, okay, and locking up like crabs, okay. That's what this devil is globalizing the earth under that foul vibration. In verse 50, and whosoever will not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. You see what I'm saying? If you have an opinion today in a totalitarian system governed by draconian laws, you can't have an opinion.
Yeah.
All right? You will get put to death for your opinion, for speaking against the system. That's what we're coming into. All right? If that president of Uganda keeps his integrity and holds fast, they're going to blow that country up and come in and kill him. He don't have a covering of Yahweh Shema Shai. They're going to overtake him, man. Okay? Give me Habakkuk 2 and 5, brother.
Oh, Con, Jake already. Well, I had something in Habakkuk, but I had that one too.
All right, then we bring up the other one you got too.
All right, Con. It's Habakkuk 2. Now I start from 4. It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him."
All right, he's trying to push that unrighteous vibration that's not upright in him through the whole earth, and he's trying to do what? Get everybody to rock out in that unclean spirit that he's rolling in. All right, through his media outlets, through his schools with our children. Our children are going to these mind control indoctrination facilities, and this shit is getting pumped in them from when they turn 3 years old. All right?
Yeah, real talk. Huh?
They got to go to preschool and what they call preschool It's something else they call it before you go to preschool.
Elementary and preschool and
early some shit. Anywhere I go, they're pushing that same vibration that president of Uganda is rejecting in our children as soon as they turn 3 years old. Okay? That unclean, abominable, foul-ass philosophy. All right? Bring it out.
I was just gonna say that's part of the curriculum now. Like it's been a bunch of shit. That shit on the news, and parents getting outraged because they teaching the young boys and young women about sodomy and this, that, and the third. They like, bro, what the fuck?
Hey, Head Start. The water. Head Start. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say. Head Start.
The Head Start.
That's before you even go to preschool. Head Start. You know they starting on them then, brother. We talking about when they 3 years old, right? Because preschool, I think, started at 4. Then you go to kindergarten at 5. So they give them a head fucking start, bro, when they 3 years old. We need salvation.
Yeah, Jay gotta get the fuck out of here. This ain't it. All right.
You got it, brother.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 4 from the middle, but it says, but the just shall live by his faith. And that's how we gotta rock. We got actually because in the book of the Maccabees, they got men that you gotta stand on what you stand on, man. But without the hedge of the Lord, you ain't standing on anything. Scripture say Yahushua is the foundation. Right? He is he the only defense against the shit that we dealing with. All right. Now it says,
I'm gonna say this, and that guy, that president, he's standing up for something, you know. When it comes to that specific topic, he's standing up for integrity. But if you're not in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, when you stand up, you don't have protection. The just shall live by faith. The just believe this whole doctrine 100%. All right? If you just believe bits and pieces of it and you want to stand up for what you believe, you're going to get slaughtered. That president, he's going to come up with some type of plane crash or coup against him. All right? Man. He don't have protection from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know? You don't have no protection. You can stand up because you're going to have a lot of so-called truthers that's not going to want to go get that digital certificate. You're going to have a lot of them that's just not going to conform. And guess what? The government is going to slaughter you. They're going to slaughter you. The only people that get comforted, what he say, my servants shall eat, but they shall be comforted. Come not upon them that have the mark. Those are the only ones going to get protected. So you can have some integrity in certain areas in your life and be like, I'm standing up for this. You're going to get slaughtered. You got it, brother.
Yeah, real talk, bro. Come on, this is Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine.
He transgresses by philosophy. He's pushing these wicked, wayward-ass philosophy on the people. Okay? He got a covering cast over the people. He's darkening the mindsets of the peoples of the earth. All right? He going in Middle Eastern countries where it wasn't permitted for a woman to drive. Now they letting women drive over there. I think the world is much better when women are in home and not behind a fucking car. Ishmael, once you let them start driving, guess what? You give them an inch, they're gonna want to take a mile. Yeah. The next thing they know, hey, it happened over here in America. The next thing you know, your woman gonna be having a women's liberty movement over there.
Yeah,
but, you know. But I don't think that'll never happen over there in Ishmael. They be killing them bitches, right?
Get stoned on the fucking spot.
Stoned. They make inquisition of them in front of everybody.
God damn.
But on some real shit, they still are getting in bed with this system, and some of the things that they wasn't doing, they're doing now. You know, they're permitting to go on in their countries now.
I say they're getting more liberal, right? More quote unquote liberty.
Right,
and it says, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
He enlarges his will as hell and is as death. All right, LGBTQ, whatever that shit is, brings forth death. If you put all of them on an island, put 2 men on an island, 4 men on an island, guess what? When their lifespan over, it's not going to have no more life there. You put a man and a woman, 2 couples on that island, guess what? After those 4 adults die, you're going to have more life on that island. All right? So this devil just pushes forth nothing but death. All right? He's at enmity with everything that the Most High gave the nation of Israel to stand for. Okay, and he don't stay at home. He way over there in another man's
wreaking
territory,
havoc, bro.
in another man's land, telling him how to run his house. I get that Micah 2 and 2.
Oh, I had that one too. Con, I had that one too.
Yeah, Con, brother. He's over there in somebody's house, kicking your fucking door, waving the 4-4. Holla, Papa, don't hit me, no. Man, just tell you, that's a man coming to your house telling you, look, rearrange. Just imagine a man coming to your house, rearranging your furniture, going in your refrigerator, fixing them a sandwich, you know, tell you to go sit down in the corner and raise your hand if you want to speak. You know, that's unheard of. He's in their country telling them what laws to pass and how to govern their people, man. And then threatening them and telling them, look, if you don't do this, we're going to take more precautions on you. If throwing sanctions on you don't work, if us giving you aid don't work anymore, look, we're going to take it a step further. And hey, that's prophecy fulfilled. Bring it up.
Gone. This Micah 2. I start from the top. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds."
That's evil. That's evil. To go to devise a device to go control a man in his house, man, and take away the authority that the Yahweh Shema Shah gave every man, even to the other nations. He gave every man authority over his house, over his vine, and for him to rule it. Okay, he's taking that away. He said, "You're gonna do as I say, do it." All right, that's an evil device. Bring it out.
Yeah, man, made the shit look good, bro. He made it seem like that whole feminism thing. He done sold you a dream, bro. Once you get in the kingdom, once these women get in the kingdom, you're gonna realize just how good how bad you really had it. It ain't feminism and get your shit, but you working 2 jobs, you unhappy, single, middle-aged, lonely. Same thing for you men. You just,
let me tell you, all the women's liberty live movement did when they start getting their perks. For the most part, especially the so-called black women, the vast majority of them, they have a median wealth all around the board. I think it's like $15. It's very low. All right, when you Google it, all right. The only thing it really did, it just made them liberal to be whores. I mean, for real,
real talk. Huh?
When you look at our women in the 1930s, the 1920s, and the modern day women say, we're not like that. We ain't slaves no more. Those women would, you had some that stepped out. Don't get it twisted, you know. But for the most part, those women were with their husbands for the most part. They were in the house with the children for the most part. They wasn't whores. You couldn't tag them with a tag calling them whores, you know. This modern day woman, that liberty she got, all it did was give them liberty to just go out and be jump offs.
Wow, yeah, real talk.
The average so-called black woman you see has a body count in 30s. I say if she's 25 years old, 26 years old, she at least 30 men done popped the average so-called black woman. The average one is, let me say this, that's indulges in hip hop and R&B, you know, that's with the culture. Yeah, man, they body counts are astronomical, and that's what liberty did for them. Okay, you got it, bro.
God, all right. Now the scripture say, "Keep your daughter in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty." All right, and it says,
and make thee a laughing stock, and make the father. All right, it don't only make the dad a laughing stock. If that's your sister. It make the brother a laughing stock. It make the uncle a laughing stock, bro.
Real talk, bro.
Man, that's your sister? Oh, man. The guy might smirk and don't say nothing.
God damn.
They laughing at you. They know how she get down. Bring it out, brother.
God, now it's Micah 2:1 from the middle. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of the hand.
And the Most High gave him that power. How about Shema Shai? Gave him that power to put the earth in gross darkness. All right. And the reason the Most High gave him the power for prophecy's sake, when you go to Revelation, the 20th chapter, he gave him a little season to deceive the peoples of the earth, to bring them to Armageddon so he could take their asses down. You got it, brother.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
A man and his heritage is his customs, his cultures, his line, his laws that he have the government self. He come in your country, take your natural resources. You see what I'm saying? And then he comes in the way your way of living, he takes that away for you too. I mean, that's a great travesty. You're a fucking slave. If you think you're free, you think you're liberal, you got another thing coming. If you can't live according to your laws, all right, and your way of life, you're a fucking slave. You're oppressed. You're an oppressed people, man. Okay? And that's what he do to all of the peoples of the earth. And with this new world order, he's gonna oppress every fucking body. All right? If he don't want you Chinese over there dealing with Buddha, you ain't gonna deal with him. If he don't want you East Indian over there dealing with Krishna, you ain't gonna deal with him. With a 9-leg arm ass, man. You're gonna do what he say do, or he's gonna put you in the guillotine, or he's gonna drop a pocket nuke in your country.
Yeah, real
Okay?
talk.
All right.
I'm gonna continue. I continue on this Habakkuk, okay?
All right.
All right. It's Habakkuk 2:5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people." Right? Like I said, just let's be as one. It's all under the guise of peace. But he destroying everything. He destroying the earth. He destroying the people. He destroying the food. Right? But telling you that it's okay to hold, patting you on the back the whole time. All right. Now it says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him?" And that's where the mental Lord come in. All right, who's gonna say something about this shit? Somebody got to say something. Okay. And it says, "And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his." And that they do it in, like the brother be going into, in a sense, in these places like Uganda, Nigeria. I think they had went up against talking shit about Great Britain. All right. Great Britain completely subjugated them and stole from them. All right, but this is the real standing up, man. Now it says, "Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay," which that's going into that financial debt. All right, but that financial debt he accrued from basically stealing all the.
And is that not how he threatened them? He said, "We're gonna take your aid away from you and put sanctions on you." You got it, brother.
God, it says, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them, but that time is coming, that time of recompense." All right, and the Lord it's Lord bringing the ultimate recompense, but he even gonna let these heathen nations get their hands dirty, man. All right, that was it on that one.
All right. This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit." All right, that wine. All right, that philosophy is pushed through this system's media outlets. Okay, and a lot of people are deceived by it. Philosophy, lies. All right,
Propaganda.
You know, some people are take money purchase for it. That's why I say that president had a lot of integrity. He said, "Take your money." He said, "We don't need your money." Because money will deceive you too. You know, you got a lot of people that don't believe in certain things, but if the price is right, they'll sell their soul. All right. And the Lord say, beware before you let these things happen, because this is what's going to happen to everybody that's not under the Lord's umbrella. Okay. After the tradition of men and after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. And this devil is pushing that worldly agenda to sodomize and homosexualize the whole planet Earth, man. All right. And when he already put his serum in a lot of people, his semen in a lot of people through that tranquilizer. Okay. And guess how he got people to do that? Through that beast system, pushing those agendas, those philosophies. He manipulated the minds of the copper tops to go put something in their body that he told the truth and told you, "I don't know what this shit gonna do to you. I don't know the long-lasting effects."
Man, bro.
And then when he give it to you, he make you sign a waiver that you can't even fucking sue him. That's how strong that delusion is, man. And that's why the Lord say, beware and don't let this happen to you. Okay? Now his next phase, he's going to turn you into a cyborg. All right? He wants to administer that digital certificate, that charagma, all right? That computer C-hip in you. All right, and then you're done after that. You're done. There's nothing you can do but prepare if you're an Israelite to come into the kingdom again in your Hebrew huggies. Okay? But the Lord sent out his prophets according to Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, the 17th verse, to come out here and say, he said, give them warning from me. And we're out here to tell you. The so-called white man is the devil the Bible speak of, and you don't have much time to repent and get out of the mindset that he's put you in. Because our people's minds are polluted, man.
Yeah, Jake done, bro.
When you get to the point you're tolerating the shit that went on in Sodom and Gomorrah, you could be in the same presence. Hey, don't let that devil manipulate you with that what's that, what they call it when you don't want to be around them fucking nasty, filthy animals?
You're homophobic. You're homophobic.
Man, miss me with that bullshit. So I don't like the smell of shit. I don't want to be around it. That make me shit phobic. What they're doing is filthy, nasty acts. I don't want to be around that. Homophobic means you don't the mind game trickery that he played with, the wizardry he played with you. You don't want to be around it because deep down you miss me with that bullshit. I'm a grown ass man. That shit don't work here. Go do that. Go tell that shit to a nigga woman. She gonna believe it.
Yeah, really.
The fuck out my face with that shit. Get that shit from around me.
When you go into that word, let you know how stupid American people are. You go into that word phobia, the etymology, it just means fear. We are not scared of you moles. We are not scared of you moles, bro. We just know the judgment that befalls for the action, man.
And that judgment don't only fall for the act. It falls on anybody that tolerates it and subscribes to it and say it's okay.
Gone.
When you say they have the right to marry, hey, give me Hebrews 13:4, brother.
Okay, Hebrews 13:4. All right, this Hebrews 13:4. It says, marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers Yahweh will judge.
All right, Yahweh Shema Shai created the institution of marriage, and he says honorable. Okay, now when you go pervert what our Lord has implemented, and you subscribe to what's been perverted, you're going to be destroyed too. The scripture says in the book of Proverbs 11th chapter, though hand join in hand, though you subscribe to this devil, the wicked not going to be unpunished. All right. So if you subscribe to them and accept the things that they're pushing, you're going to be destroyed too, man. Our great king in Matthew the 12th chapter say, you either with me or against me. You either gather in the flock or scatter in the broad. It's no middle. See that middle shit, that purgatory shit the white man made, that gray area. There's no gray area with Yahweh Shema Shai. He say you either cold or hot. If you lukewarm, he gonna spew you out, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. We can't wait till all hell break loose and all this bullshit get put in a subjection. And the way the Lord is gonna do it is through great death. Because hey, I'm telling you, I'm around niggas. All right, I grew up with niggas. It's nothing you can do to intellectualize and tell a nigga. For a nigga to get a guy got to either be of the elect and the Lord has foreordained him to get this truth, or he needs a Damascus experience. He needs to be in a car the bitch got to flip 100 times.
Traumatized.
He got to be something traumatic. Words, intellectualizing, giving good examples, and giving a nigga sound advice, a fool never learns. All right? The scriptures say you reprove a fool, all they're gonna do is hate you. All right? There's nothing you can say to them. They need judgment. They need death. All right? That's what they need. Give me that Isaiah 61:2.
All right. 61:2.
That's not it. It's 62:2.
62:2.
Con.
All right. It's Isaiah 62:2. All right, and it says in the Gentiles.
Hey, hold up, that's not it either. I'm looking for the gross darkness scripture.
Oh, gross dark. Okay, con. Gross dark.
It's 61. It's one of them.
Dark. 60 and 2. 60 and 2.
60 and 2. Bring it out, brother.
Okay.
The lock is for that.
It's Isaiah 60 and 2. It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people."
All right, gross darkness to people. That means you are taken away to the American dream. All right. Your mind is darkening when you hit a star-spangled banner and you stand up and put your hand on your heart. Okay? Gross darkness, your mind is twisted and demented when you're proud to be an American. All right? And the philosophies that this devil has pushed out the earth, everybody's equal, women are equal to man. All right? That means your thought patterns are darkened. Your conscience is seared with a hot iron. All right. All of those things that you think here in America is right, according to the scriptures, is wrong. That's because your understanding has been darkened by the evil one. You've been deceived by the so-called white man. And the Lord told us, according to the scriptures, this was going to happen in the last days. Bring it out, brother.
It says, "But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee."
All right. And the Lord is going to rise upon you through his servants, the prophets, and they're going to be light bearers. He commanded them to at Acts 13 chapter, the 47th verse, to be a light to the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners. All right. And that light means we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you the way this place is ran, the philosophies you're submitting to and you believe that is satanic. It's totally off. Okay. No one should have to tell you the LGBTQ lifestyle is totally off. All right. You fucked up as a father or a mother. Let's say that foul spirit gets on your child. All right. And it's overtaking your child. Only thing you can do is fast and pray. But that American philosophy, I'ma love him anyway. Like Lil Boosie doing, I'ma love her anyway. Oh no, she exiled. She can't come here no more. You see, that's when your understanding is darkened and you've been in America too long. She really supposed to get put to death. All right. But we have a grace period. All things are lawful, but everything's not expedient. But her coming back to this house, her tapping into this commonwealth, getting the resources here. No, she's exiled forever unless she repent and come back and serve the Lord. Your understanding is darkened when you say, that's my child. I'm going to love her anyway, no matter what she does. Oh, no, you've been in America too long. That's why the Lord killed Eli's 2 sons. All right? Eli didn't discipline them how the scriptures told him to discipline them. He pulled them up and told them, I wasn't happy about what you did. But according to the scripture, he was supposed to kill their asses. In this society, we can't do it. You know, we're under the grace period. It's not expedient. But you can tell them you're not welcome here. Don't come to this house anymore. That's how you're going to live. You're going to live according to that alternate lifestyle. You're going to submit to what Esau has taught you. Stay away. Don't come here no more. Okay?
Quick one right here. It's Romans 16 and 19. It says, "For your obedience has come abroad unto all men. I am glad therefore on your behalf." But this is the point right here. "But yet I would have you wise unto that which is good and simple concerning evil." Because evil is simple, man. Like the shit Esau push really don't even make sense. Like, why would you do this? I'm gonna block out the sun. A man should be with another man. A woman should be with another woman. I'm pollute the water. All right, but this is the person you look to for all your advice. How to dress, how to think, how to act, what food to eat, right? And you trusting this man with your well-being, right? But it's simple. I say the earth is giving into the hand of the wicked. It's obvious. If not he, then where and who is he?
Calm, brother.
I had some on that Habakkuk too. I got finished.
All right, bring it out, brother. I got a precept after you.
Calm. In
fact, I'll read it for you if you want me to.
Okay. Calm. Habakkuk 2 and 14.
All right. Habakkuk 2 and 14. All right. "For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea."
All right, and that's happening right now. I say in the book of Revelations, all right, the earth has opened up its mouth against that flood of lies in the sea. Now you're starting to see that this shit ain't all Esau done hyped it up to be. Death ain't looking cool. Ain't looking too cool no more. It ain't looking too trendy and popular. Now you seeing all these things. You Moses got them diseases. All right, the women are destroyed. Everybody unhappy. Okay, the water polluted, the food polluted. But you can go to the next verse.
Okay. "Woe to him that give his neighbor drink that put us that bottle to him and making him drunken also.
Right, and that's what Esau, like we started off with the video, that's what he's trying to do to these other to the whole globe, like the title say. He's trying to do this to the whole globe. Are you trying to give you that bottle and just drink it? All right, whatever happens, and if you don't drink it, it comes with consequences behind it, man. All right, but finish it off.
That thou mayest look on their nakedness.
All right, and he does that to look on your nakedness, to put you at a disadvantage, to have leverage over you. That's really what it's all about. All right, because he ultimately, I say, got to go into the real agenda. He just want a bunch of effeminate men. It's because it's easy to dominate. It's easy to conquer. It's going to be easy to go through these nations when you got a bunch of effeminate men and masculine women because shit already out of order. It's going to be easy to institute a system that people don't really agree with because who's going to stand up against it?
Right. And another reason people are not going to stand up against it because they love their lives unto death. See, when this devil really show his arms, ain't nobody going to come up against who will make war against the beast. Not them. We will. A servants of Yahweh Shema Shai will. We don't live our lives into death. All right. Abaratazah Yahweh Shema Shai, keep that spirit on us. You see what I'm saying? So when he threats you with his guns and shit, you don't have to want to conform to it. You don't have to agree with it. You're going to do it in fear for your life. All right. And Yahweh Shema Shai can't use people like that. You could be paid off and you could be threatened. You see? The Lord will put a spirit on you where, hey, no matter what this devil do your worst. Okay? Because what we doing right now is
sedition.
Yes, indeed. Okay? This is Isaiah 32, and I'm gonna start off at verse 6. For the vile person will speak villainy. All right? Villainy. Get that word villainy in the Hebrew, brother.
Okay, come on. Isaiah 32 and 6.
And 6. Yeah. Because this devil is a villain, man. And when he's with these philosophies he's pushing is vile as a motherfucker. Only a villain would do such things, man. Now, hey, the latest thing he's doing is the baby could be all the way on the 9th month. She could bear the child and he could kill him.
Yeah, late term abortion is what they call it.
Ooh,
that's wild, bro.
Boy, that's buck wild, right? But guess what? These Americans will conform to it and live according to it, bro. You see, our people. They don't agree with it, but hey, out of fear, they'll sign off on it. You got it, brother.
Yeah, it don't affect me. It don't affect me mindset, man. They ain't gonna cut it, bro. Because in truth, it affects everybody. And you seeing it, you're in such gross darkness that you ain't in reality. You're in denial, man. You know what the fuck going on. You just willingly ignorant, how the scriptures say.
Yeah.
All right, there's that word villainy. All right, it's H5039.
Strong's H5039. Never lie.
Never lie. All right, Strong's definition, it says foolishness. All right, morally, wickedness, concretely.
Morally wicked. 2 men lying together, 2 women lying together. It's morally wicked. And when you accept it and you do it, your conscience is sealed with a hot iron. You've been beguiled through philosophy and vain deceit. You didn't grow up. Your mother didn't teach you that. Your father didn't teach you that. You have conformed to a wicked society. You say, fuck it. I'm in here with the Romans and the Greeks. I'm going to do as the Romans and the Greeks do. Shit, Beyonce doing it. Megan Thee Stallion doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's how that system gets you, man. You got it, brother.
Calm. It says morally wickedness, concretely a crime. It's a crime. It's
crime against nature, bro.
No.
One man going up in another man's rectum is a crime against nature.
Oh man,
this is madness, bro. Off of both of their heads, man. The world is a better place without them.
I said about Antiochus, he tormented men's bowels. All right, but this is who y'all want to follow after, man. All right, it says, by extension, punishment, folly, vile, or villainy. Now, I got some more on it. It says senselessness, folly, disgraceful, immorality, profane actions.
On that senselessness. A full-grown man, a full-grown woman, senselessness, to show you how this place will pollute you. Micah, the 2nd chapter, it say come out of her, my people. This place will pollute you. All right? An animal knows, a fucking brute beast knows that the anal cavity is not a sexual organ. It's an exit. It's not an entrance. A sexual organs bring forth life. All right? When you deal with the anal cavity, you got secretion coming out of there, bacteria. All right? Waste coming out of there. It breeds. When you go in there, it's breeding. It's just a heyday for you to get a disease. But your senses have been what in America? Taken away from you. Woe to him that call evil good and good evil. That's what happens in America. Isaiah 29th chapter. Things have been what? Turned upside down. Psalms the 82nd chapter. The foundations of the world are out of course. Shit is backwards in this motherfucker. Common sense ain't common no more. Shout out to Uganda. They still got common sense.
God.
And they say they trying to pass legislation to put them down, huh?
Hey, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, bro.
And that's why America is so mad at them. The clip with the woman, all right, they're trying to pass that in this legislation, and she was like, "Oh no." Hey, but this is the part that threw me off. The bitch said they are trying to fuck up shit that will push HIV. You heard that part?
Yeah, that shit makes
did that make any fucking sense? This guy say they don't want homosexuality nowhere in their country. They don't want lesbians nowhere in their country. And she said, what y'all doing is helping push HIV. That didn't make no sense, bro. And that's what we're talking about. This place is backwards. I'm like, damn, that don't even make any common fucking sense. What do you mean? That's what brings forth disease, unnatural sex. You got it, brother.
It's how the elite's thinking right here. It's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. Right? It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Right? So anybody could get it. I say you're not satisfied with death. He coming for your grandfather, your kids, all right, your women, your children. He don't care. It says, let our strength be the law of justice. I need to be in italics and quotes, all right, because his justice ain't justice. Right, he just push a bunch of death and he just make it seem cool. He use you niggas, right? He use our people to make it seem cool, right? To make it seem tolerable, trendy, right? Acceptable, right? Sodomy, adultery, death, right? And it says, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing wroth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. The way we think is completely opposite. Right? And that makes us an enemy to the world. All our peers. Oh, you bugged out. You hadn't been in situations of testimony dealing with certain women. Oh, you ain't in the sodomy. Hey, I got to cut you off right there. It is what it is. You bugged out. And it says, they'll call you a square. Oh, you a square. He don't know. You know, that shit go. That's how wicked it got, though. And it says, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending of the law, an objective to our infamy, the transgressing of our education. His brother went into the education, how they teach you. Okay,
that's what we're doing right now.
It's going.
We are upbraiding them for their offending of the law through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem our shot. What our great king say? Who will rise up against me, against the evildoers? What he's basically saying? Hey, the kingdom about to fall. Come out here and prophesy against their asses. All this foul shit they've been doing over the years, man. All right. Let's go back. I'm gonna finish reading it, brother.
Okay.
You got all those synonyms in for villainy?
Yeah. Well, it got one more line. It say immorality, profane actions, disgrace. Yeah, and disgrace. Immorality, profane actions, and disgrace.
And that's disgraceful, man. The things that this devil is pushing in his legislation is disgraceful. People can marry animals. He's pushing bestiality. He's pushing pedophilia. You know, you've had in certain states, they pushed that in they wrote bills for it so they could vote on them, man. All right. If this ain't Babylon, where is it? Okay. This Isaiah 32:6 for the vile person will speak villainy, and here in America, that's all you hear is villainy, and all those synonyms, all of those things we just heard in that for that definition. and his heart worketh iniquity. Okay? Everything that is pushed here in America is anti-Mashiach. All right? As the Christians say, anti-Christ. Okay? To practice hypocrisy and to err against Yahweh. You see? All of the laws here go against Yahweh. Even the way they erect buildings up. It's not supposed to be 3 feet tall. He say, fuck it. Let's make a 50-foot tall, 3 stories high tall. All right, according to our holy laws. Then he say, fuck it. Let's erect one that's 50 stories tall. Just whatever Yahweh Shema Shai say in his best law, don't do. They say, come on, let's do it. Yahweh Shema Shai say, don't eat the creepy things. What did he push here down south? Crawfish balls. Lobster balls. You see what I'm saying? Whatever enmity to the Most High, they all for it. Okay? Error against the Lord to make empty the soul of the hungry. You see, they don't want you Israelites to get this truth. Okay? That's what it's all for. All of these things that that's going on in the last days is for to stop as many Israelites from entering into the kingdom of heaven and to get as many Israelites as they can into the lake of fire with them. Okay? And he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right. When you submit to the philosophies here in America, when you go in the education system, all right, and he beguile you with the 401k and send your kids to college so they can learn not to be polluted and shit. All right, he got you. All right, he got you when you stand on those philosophies. Now you could go to make money and to better yourself in hell, you know, but when you believe those things that you learn in college, developmental psychology, abnormal psychology, all that shit you learn in those books, then you're profane just like him. All right, and you're gonna fail. All right, the instruments of the churl are evil. Okay, going in another man's land, all right, and telling him to conform to the ways that you do in your country, that's evil. And only a churl, when you go that word churl, when you go into Hebrew, it goes into a scoundrel. Okay. These Americans are scoundrels, fucking scoundrels.
I say criminals. I say they're fucking criminal, bro.
Fucking piece of shit, man. Okay, he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. There's no truth in them. Okay, when you look at the news, half the shit they put on the news is true. When they talk about that shit that's going on with Donald Trump, it's all political theater to get the people's at shaking fists at one another so they could get an uprising, civil unrest amongst the people so they could come in and push forth a certain agenda. All right? You can't believe nothing you see. They had this comedian, the white boy, what's his name, George Carlin. He say, believe nothing the government tell you. Question everything. You know? He died not long after that. All right? He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak of right. Okay? So what happens to us? We speaking right. We're coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, we probably said LGBTQ too many times in a negative light. They'll take down this video.
Yeah,
all right?
Lord forbid.
Yeah, Abaratazat. It doesn't happen. But hey, when you're speaking right, that's what happened to the vast majority of the brothers in the faith. Your videos get flagged. They get taken down for doing what? Speaking right. For telling 2 men, you ought not do this. For telling 2 women, you ought not do this. Or for telling a man, that's that man's woman over there, you shouldn't touch her. You shouldn't even look at her in that manner. You get called a lame if you say that in these modern times.
Spear, Elder
lame ass nigga.
God,
this place got to go.
This shit got to go, bro. Elder Apostle recalls going into that whole mindset of adultery. That's really some homosexual shit, bro. Yeah. Why you want to go in up behind after another man? He didn't had his way with it and been in all the orifices, and then here you come and she kissing you on the mouth. Like, what are we doing? It's like, what are we doing, bro?
When they got that woman, Kobe, got that charge with, that great charge with, they said when they took her and gave her the little rape thing, whatever, great thing, whatever, she had 5 different semens in her.
Oh, man.
So that, hey, the Most High didn't create us men to be going in a woman, and then when you going in a woman, another man's vibration gets on you. You know what I'm saying? Because even when they get in the tub and clean themselves, you know, that is still in their system. It's still in their vibrations, you know. That's disgusting. That's when you brought down to an all-time low. A man deal with a woman, and then you come deal with, let's say he deal with her in the morning. Then you come back and deal with her that night, man. That's a filthy act in itself, man. That's not how Yahweh Shema Shai created us to live, man. That's a filthy act in itself. We're not supposed to be sharing women, man.
Yeah, that shit unacceptable.
That's an abomination. But I don't have anything else, brother. If you had anything, you could bring it out.
Okay. All right. I'll take it out on the.
I'll read for you.
Okay, Con. It was Psalms 73. You can start at verse 6.
All right. Psalms chapter 73, verse 6. And it's written, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain.
All right, so Esau been walking around with this pride for a long time, man. You just been able to wreak havoc on the earth, all right, unchecked. Okay, but you got that.
Violence cover them as a garment.
Right, and it's a common thing how they react. If you disagree, we respond with violence. Right, it may be in a subliminal way. They might just go all out, declare war on you. All right, but it always starts the same way. They demonize you, then they destroy you. Okay, you got that.
Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish.
All right, but he is not satisfied. Okay, he got everything he could want. He could stop. All right, like if he really wanted to, he could clean up the water. He could clean up the minds of the people. He could change the curriculum. He could change he could make shit righteous. That's the type of power he got. He ruling the earth right now. All right, but he deliberately, I say he loves death. That's just who he is. Okay, you keep going, eh?
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
And speak wickedly concerning oppression. They confuse. They so bad they confuse your ideals of what oppression even is. Right? That's seriously than God, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful you said that, brother, because a person think because they got a $40 or $50 hour job, you know, they make good money, they got a nice house, a nice car. All right, they don't understand that you're not free. You have no liberty, because what was your ancestors doing before they came here to the shores of America? Were they living according to their lifestyles? Or the same laws that was governing your ancestors? Are you living according to those laws? You are not free until you are able to live according to the laws of your nation, of people. All right, our ancestors are not Romans or Greeks. These Americans, the so-called white man, their ancestry goes up to Rome and Greece. Those are not our ancestors. Our ancestors goes up to the patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. The law of Moses is the laws, statutes, and commandments that we adhere to, that we live to. Until we're able to live according to those laws, you're not free. You're just a well-nourished slave, nigger. So-called nigger and so-called nigger woman. You got it, brother.
You really losing, bro. When you look in comparison how we were living in the ancient world, you really losing. All right, and that shit just makes shit worse when you know how shit used to be. You went from a one man having thousands of wives to one man. You got one girlfriend. She committed adultery. You went from women they feet not even touching the ground. They getting touched by every nigga. Working 2 jobs, tired, beat up. All right, but y'all trying to hold on to this shit, bro. What are you holding on to?
Is she telling you that we equal? We 50-50?
Yeah, that shit, bro.
That's not written in the Holy Scrolls. Where you get that from? Oh, you get that from the so-called white man over here in this West, or in this Western Hemisphere, where you learn degeneracy. You got it, brother.
Oh, you keep reading on that. Keep reading on.
All right. Verse 9, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
That's literal. They set their mouth against the Lord himself, against the angels, against the established order that's already set up. That's all we need, the kingdom of heaven. Kingdom of heaven ain't just some shit floating in the sky, angels and little baby angels and shit. It's a government. All right, it's a new way of thinking that's going to be established on the earth, but it starts with us. All right, you keep going to verse 12. You cut it off at verse 12.
All right, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them.
All right, so you winning right now. You get all the resources. You on top. I say Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, everybody loved this new way, but now they starting to see, damn, this shit ain't what I thought it was. All right, you got in China, Uganda, all right, they starting to rebel against that wine. Oh, we don't want our men effeminate no more. We don't want our women to be whores anymore. This is damaging our community, our financial system, all right, our households, okay, our birth rates. They starting to see this shit a real issue.
Disease.
God, yeah.
And they say, how do Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?
And that proud mindset is over. How the title say global. That proud Sodom and Gomorrah. Scripture say they declare their sin in Sodom and hide it not. That proud mindset is global now. Oh, Lord can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do it how I do it.
YOLO.
So yeah, that YOLO spirit, man. Not considering that you gotta get judged for shit. And the Lord about to make that real evident. All right, you can take on verse 12.
Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in their world. They increase in riches. Hey,
Yeah.
you bought that. That was a. Hey, I got a precept for that. I got
Right.
going in on this double. All right. All right. This is Job 21. You could talk. I want to just get what I want.
Okay, calm. I got quick precept right here. I have some more. I'll just cutting it short. Calm. It's Jeremiah 51 and 7. Calm. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 51 and 7. Now it says Babylon hath been a golden cup. That word hath is past tense. Hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. All right, the whole earth is drunken off that philosophy, the propaganda. All right, it's the illusion of freedom, the illusion of something better than what you already had. But when really what you had was better. All right, and it says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, and that's the time period we in right now. All right, but it started with the nation of Israel rising up. Okay, now that spirit being pushed to where all the nations getting upset, man. Ain't nobody thinking this shit cool no more. All right, but you got it.
I got it. All right. This Job 21 and 14. Therefore, they say unto Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. All right. And this is the way the so-called white man thinks. All right. What does scripture say? The fool saith in his heart, there is no power. Okay. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And that's how they feel, man. When you're in power and you've been on a high hill, what King David say? Give me not riches, but then I won't think I know you. I need you. You see, and that's the spirit of so-called white man. He didn't been on a high horse. He got all the power, the dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth, and he think he's done this on his own. But what did our great king tell Pontius Pilate? He say, anything that's been given to you has been given to you from my father. All right, but they don't consider these things, and they can't consider it. You know, the Most High didn't create them to have understandings from a righteous perspective. All right.
I say they real reprobates. You going to that word?
They're reprobate. Void of judgment.
Void of judgment, bro. You void of judgment. Even from Cain offering up the sacrifice, bringing fruits and vegetables, knowing you can't sacrifice fruits and vegetables, huh? That's just how he is.
Hey, that shit was off like you can't tell me that's not the same spirit that was in Esau. Cain was tripping. What is the Almighty that we should serve him, and what profit we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How often is the candle of the wicked put out? All right, and we're about to see his candle all the way taken out, and we see his power slipping day by day in these last days. Okay, and how often come their destruction upon them? Yahweh distribute sorrows in his anger. They are stubble before the wind, and as chaff as the storm careth away. Yahweh lift up his iniquity for his children. You see, now they're about to receive the things, these Americans are about to receive the things that their forefathers did, all the way up to Antiochus Epiphany, all right, Alexander the Free, what's the nigga? Claudius,
Yeah, Claudius,
Emperor Claudius, how he
Caligula.
came down on our people. Nero, how he came down on our people. Tiberius, you know what I'm saying? All of their transgressions that they committed against the nation of Israel, they're gonna reap what they've sown. All right, because during the time of Byzantium, they ain't get them like they were supposed to. That's how they was able to raise back up in power.
Okay.
Septimius Severus ain't sticking to them like they were supposed to. How the fuck was they able to raise back up in power? You gotta annihilate their asses. You can't. That's the Herodian dynasty. What's the one that started it?
Rhodian dynasty.
I'm a picture.
Antipater.
Antipater. All right. The reason he was able to come into power because the Hasmoneans let him convert to their religion, and then let him rise up in the temple, rise up in the power. And what did he do? He took their asses down, him and his sons, and killed everyone that was the heir to the high priest, to the high priesthood, man. We're not gonna let that happen, man. Okay.
That's spit. I was researching some shit about the Rothschilds, and that's literally the way you just described. That's the same thing they did to infiltrate Great Britain the way they did. I say they went through the government, the parliament, the religious system, and they rose up and then started fucking shit up,
taking it down. Yeah. All right. They are the stubble before the wind and the chaff that the storm carried away. Yahweh have laid up his iniquity for his children, and he rewarded him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink the wrath of the Almighty. Now that's the thing about the elites. All right, they seeing their destruction coming. That's why they're going to come down with such great wrath. We're not supposed to know what we're knowing right now. They know this. All right, all the simpletons and the goyim of the earth, they are not in reality. The elect men are in reality, and those elites, those corporate bankers are in reality. And the corporate bankers know that they're not supposed to have this knowledge. The corporate bankers know knowledge is power. The corporate bankers know about rulership and dominion. We're the elect men who is less than 1%, and those elite corporate bankers who are 1%, we're the only people on the planet Earth doing what? Talking the same language. And what's their language? Dominion and power. Okay? And this devil knows, according to Judith, the 5th chapter, the closer we get to Yahweh Shema Shai, that he defends us. That's why he spent so many trillions and trillions of dollars to do what? Keep us from the truth. That's why he got head start, where he get your child at 3 years old and he start pumping that wine in them, You see what I'm saying? That's why these last days are so beautiful. How beautiful the feet of him that bring forth good tidings. Call halal Yahweh Shema Shai for raising up the elder apostles of great millstone to teach us this knowledge, man. Hey, these are beautiful times. Now we showing this devil for what he is, all this wicked shit he doing in the earth. He gonna go in another man's land and tell him, look, man, let these people wild out, man. Let the men go with the men and the women go with the women. And if you don't do it, look, we're gonna kill your fucking ass. Fuck that. You don't have the right to tell two men they can't live in holy matrimony. And you're gonna give them some rights. You know? Those days are over, man. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off, man. You know? So if you don't have nothing, bro, we can shut it down, all right?
I take on this one. Just because you brought up that cup. All right?
You got it, brother.
It's the same chapter. It's Habakkuk 2, next verse. In 16, it says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Like you said, it's a beautiful time. This man finally getting embarrassed. All right? That shame coming upon him for what he's done. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. All right, all his hidden ways and secret thoughts and deep, all this shit just plain now, man. Right, it's obvious to the whole earth that this is the devil. If you can't see it, you probably just a 2/3, man. Now it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All right, the Lord's gonna embarrass you publicly in front of these nations. Then he's gonna execute you. I say, you're gonna cast him down through the spirit of his mouth, then through the brightness of his coming. That's all you got to look forward to, bro. All right, but
indeed, uncover the locks, make bare the leg. You know, we're exposing this devil through the spirit, day in and day out. We're gonna break the fucking. We the reason he gonna shut the fucking internet down.
Turn that bitch off, bro. Just turn the shit off.
Expose this nigga. He's a nigga. Expose this churl. We're gonna move you to Kohler. Choler, that's how you say it, brother.
Choler, yeah, choler.
So with that, we're gonna get infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to our elder apostles, a great millstone, and elder bishops, a great millstone, and salutation to our fellow laborers in the Mashiach, Yahushua, puts in his true cross to four winds. Kwam Yasharala, Baba Ba.
Baba Ba, and Shalom, Mikey.
Shalom. Shalom to you brothers and you few sisters on the comment board.